Hello everyone, welcome to the Concept Hacks. In this video, today we are going to discuss about the different cells those are present on stomach mucosa. In our stomach, we have four different layers. Those are mucosa, submucosa, muscularis and serosa. So mucosal layer is the most innermost layer. So mucosal is the most inner layer. Then we have towards the outer side, one by one we have submucosa. So mucosal layer, mucosa, then second one submucosa, then we have muscularis, then we have serosa. So from inside to outside, from inside to outside, in this direction we have all those different layers of stomach. So in mucosal layer, in mucosa, we have different glands. Those are called gastric glands. More specific, that is called the gastric glands. And gastric glands, they look like these kind of structures. These are gastric glands. So we have various numbers of cells at the surface of our gastric gland. So we are going to discuss specifically about those cells which are present in the surface of our gastric gland. So if it is a stomach, I am roughly drawing. If it is a stomach, then inside the stomach, this is the inside of our stomach. Then inside of stomach we have different small glands, and those are called gastric glands. So in our gastric gland, if we draw the gastric gland in a zoom version, then we can see that gastric glands basically look like this kind of structure. Because I am drawing a single gastric gland. So glands are basically look like these kind of structures. So can you see this in the middle, this portion? These are basically the space between our gastric glands. So whatever the secretion will come from those cells, those secretion will directly come into that space. And this space, in this space, this is the open space because this is the inside and this is the outside. This is the inside, this is the outside. So whatever the secretion will come, it will directly come to this space. So this portion, this is the upper portion. This portion is called surface mucosal layer. This is called the surface mucosa. And if you can see here, as the upper portion is the surface mucosa, and the neck, this neck above that, in this is called the surface mucosa, surface mucosa of our gastric glands. Then this space which is, or the part which is present below that surface mucosa, that point is called the neck of our gastric glands. The neck of our gastric glands. So in that neck we have a particular cell which is called mucosal neck cell. One more time I am drawing that structure. For example, our structure look like this. Right. So now this is the space. The secretion, whatever the secretion will come, those secretion will definitely come into that space. It will also come in that space also, here also, but as it is a sac like structure, that's why the secretion will deposit over here. So whatever the secretion will come, that secretion will automatically come out from that side, and it will stored inside our stomach, because this is the part of our stomach. This portion is the zoom version of this part. So this is the zoom in version. So once you zoom, you can find these kind of structures. So this is called the neck. This is the neck. So this is neck of our gastric glands. So at the neck we have mucosal neck cell, and upper portion we have surface mucosal cell. So surface mucosal means whatever the cell, those are present at the surface of, at the top of those mucosal our gastric gland, those are called surface mucosal cell, and those are present slightly lower inside our gastric gland, those are called mucosal neck cell. If it is a tube like structure, right? So this is the head and this is the neck cell. Those are present at the neck, those are called mucosal neck cell, and those are present at the surface of the head portion. I am supposed to telling you that this is the, suppose this is the head and this is the neck. So cell, those are present at the neck, these are called mucosal neck cell. These are mucosa because these are present at the most inner layer of our stomach, as they are present at the most inner layer. So inner layer is the mucosal layer. We know this is the most inner layer, mucosal. So in mucosal layer, these gastric glands are present, and those glands, those are present our mucosal layer. These are called gastric glands. In gastric glands, we have two different, the most of this we have varieties of cell, but mucosal cell are two types. One is surface mucosa, those are present at the head of the gastric glands, and those are present at the neck of the gastric gland, these are called mucosal neck cell. Right? This is the thing. Now let's draw the detailed anatomy of the cell, those are present in our gastric gland. So one by one I will draw. So are you able to imagine? This is the inner layer, this is the lumen, this is our lumen inside of our stomach, this is the inside of our stomach, and this is the surface layer. Here this is the mucosa, then here we have submucosa, another layer, then we have muscularis, then we have our serosa layer. So this is the most inner layer, then submucosa, muscularis, and serosa layer. So this is the gastric glands. So these gastric glands, we have varieties number of cells. Number one cell which is present at the surface, those are called surface mucosa. Those are called surface mucosal cells. So these cells are present like this. Those are called surface mucosal cell. Those are called surface mucosal cell. Next one, we have another type of cell. Those are called mucosal neck cell, which is present, if it is neck, those cells will present over here. Those are called mucosal neck cell. So it is called mucosal neck cell, called mucosal neck cell. Then we have another type of cell which is called the parietal cell. Parietal cell. So these are parietal cells. So those are called parietal cells, right? So these are called parietal cells. So these are the three different types of cell. We have another two different types of cell. Those are that one is called sheath cell. That one is called sheath cell. The sheath cell, those are present here, are called sheath cell. We'll go to detail about the functions. CHIEF, sheath cell. Those are called sheath cell. We have another type of cells. That one is called your Z cell. So we have another type of cell which is the Z cell. So these are the Z cells. So these are called Z cell. So these are 5 different types of cells we have in our gastric gland. So next part is their functions. So what are the different functions they will perform? So number 1 is surface mucosa. So number 1 is surface mucosa and mucosal neck cell. What are their functions? Their main function is to secrete mucus inside the stomach. So their main function, secrete mucus inside the stomach. So mucus secretion inside the stomach leads to a develop some kind of protection from gastric HCl, protection from hydrochloric acid. Those are produced by parietal cells. So these are the main functions. This is the number 1, secrete mucus. Number 2 function is this is number 1 function. Number 2 function is absorption. Number 2 function is absorption. So what they will absorb? They will absorb small quantity of H2O, few ions, and short chain fatty acids. Short chain fatty acids. So they will absorb, and from that cell, blood vessels are connected to our each and every cell of our body. So they will withdraw their content to the blood vessels, and it will directly go to our bloodstream. So these two are the major functions of surface mucosa and mucosal neck cell. Surface mucosal cell, actually, surface mucosal cell and mucosal neck cell. Next type of cell we are going to discuss, that is the parietal cell. So next one is parietal cell. So what is the function of parietal cell? Main function is secrete HCl, means hydrochloric acid. So what they will do? Hydrochloric acid, it kill the microbes present in food. The first thing is this one. It kills the microbes. Those are present in food. It also denature the proteins. It denature the proteins. And next one is it converts pepsinogen to pepsin, which is the active form. It's the active form. It is the one function. Secrete HCl. And what will happen if HCl release inside our stomach? So these are the subsequent function of or benefits of HCl. Number one, it kill the microbes present in our food. Next one, it denature the proteins. And like third one is convert pepsinogen into pepsin. This is the first function of our parietal cell. What is the second function of parietal cell? It also secretes some intrinsic factors. Some intrinsic factor it secretes. And what will do this intrinsic factor? It will do some kind of different functions, like these intrinsic factors are basically needed for absorption of vitamin B12. These factors are needed to absorb vitamin B12. So this is the one of the major function. Then next function is our next cell will come. This is the sieve cell. Third number cell is the sieve cells. So what is the main function? It secretes pepsinogen. And that pepsinogen is converted to pepsin by HCl. As we know the function of HCl. Just now we have discussed this point. And then another function of sieve cell is that it secrete gastric lipase. It secretes gastric lipase. So what is the function of gastric lipase? What it will do? So it basically splits the triglyceride into fatty acid and monoglycerides. For example, there is a triglyceride is there. So it will break that triglyceride. Our sieve cell will come and it will attack the triglyceride and it will convert the triglyceride into monoglyceride and another one is fatty acid. Monoglyceride and fatty acid. So from triglyceride we will get these two things with the help of sieve cell. So this is the different types of cells and their basic functions inside the stomach mucosal layer. So hope you like this video and thank you.